today's episode, we shall dwell more into requirements and try to understand the difference between business and user requirements.
This takes us to our next exploration.
What are business requirements?
I feel that business requirements are what's needed to build a competitive solution for customers.
Yes, that's true. Business requirements are needed for fulfilling the business goals.
Business requirements are focused on business functions that are vital for selling the solution. And so, they are more oriented towards building a business value for the solution.
The focus, however, being more on solving business problem, the usability issues and user pain points often get shadowed.
Since the primary goal is to get the business functionalities built on a higher priority.
But now, the question is, what are user requirements?
I guess it has to do with something that users want, isn't it?
Yes, obviously. Users might have certain expectations too, which needs to be considered as requirements.
And so, the user requirements are focused on the specific pain areas of the users so that the usability factors around them can be determined.
The ultimate goal of deriving user requirements is to make the offering more of a user-centric solution.
But before we get into more detailed analysis, let's understand the aspects of functional and non-functional requirements.
Functional and non-functional? Now, where do they come from?
As the name suggests, functional requirements deal with the functionalities that are needed for the various user actions to be performed while using the solution.
And so, the focus is also set on the various usability aspects.
So, you see, the functional requirements are generally primary in nature.
So now, the question is, what makes non-functional requirements?
The non-functional requirements are those which are needed for the functional requirements to actually function.
This means that they cover the backstage dependencies which form the supporting factors for the functionalities to be functional.
For example, riding a bicycle is a functionality. For this, the functional requirement will be to have pedals. However, for easy and comfortable usage of the pedals, it is also required that the pedals are of right shape and size. These two dependencies add up as non-functional requirements.
And of course, none of the solutions will be acceptable in the market until and unless the requirements around the build quality as well as the security and integrity are derived.
Now, since we are aware of the functional and non-functional requirements, let's derive them for the business and user requirements.
Let's bring back our office chair, focusing on its business values and goals, which we discussed in our previous episodes.
If we consider the very basic functionalities needed for the office chair to be sellable in the market, then it begins with a need of something to sit upon.
And, of course, being an office chair, it needs to have primary functionalities like height adjustments, ability to recline, as well as moving around while being seated.
Now, all these functionalities do not function on their own. They are dependent on the non-functional requirements, such as having good quality materials to build it. All the movable components, like the hydraulics, wheels, springs, shafts, and the levers, need to be durable and long-lasting.
All these requirements, when clubbed together, make up the set of business requirements, which can be further refined while deriving the user requirements.
The user requirements are derived based on the business requirements from the perspectives of the actual users who will be using this office chair.
From the user's perspective, the business functional requirements are further refined as being able to sit comfortably for longer duration.
And while it will have a backrest, it needs to be ergonomic enough for supporting the back. Having a separate neck support will have additional comfort. While the wheel should be smooth in movements, the lever and shafts should be easy to reach and comfortable to operate.
While the business requirements ensure that the office chair could be easily sold in the market, the user requirements ensure that the same office chair is sustainable from the usability perspective, so as its sales figures too will expand spontaneously.
And so, from the non-functional perspective, the chair, apart from being durable and long-lasting, it should also be easy and economic to purchase. It should also have a very good load-bearing capacity. Also, it should fit in the place it is intended to be purchased for. Furthermore, having color choices adds up to the wow factor.
Aha! This was something new for me.
I never knew that the requirements had so many facets.
Great! Finally, you got what we wanted to explain. Hope this was insightful. So, don't forget to like, comment and share. And also subscribe for more such insights on product innovation and user experience.